Hello Publicity fans, this is Mark from My Size Hedge Fund, back with the Decklist of the week from the big boy, which is DamonFork. Obviously the most wanted list has hit Anarch hard, but this deck shows basically that it's still worth paying an awful lot of influence to use all the cards that are good in faction, such as Faust, David, Parasite and One-Side. To round out your influence, there's 2 Employee Strike, because controlling the message is everywhere at the moment, so this is a perfect include and maybe good to slot in every deck from now on. And Levy, just so when the corp thinks they've weathered the storm, you can do it all over again. It's using the traditional DamonFork approach, where you don't want them to have much ice. So you've got your cutlery events, forked, knifed, and spooned, and then you're using Faust, David, Parasite, and Data Sucker to just finish off the job as well. Bagat then to make sure that even if they were going to draw ice, if you're on HQ, they're not going to get too much of it. So interesting deck, looking forward to trying it out, seeing how it survives the post most wanted list world. So let's try and find ourselves a game. Alrighty, we find ourselves up against controlling the message, and we have Employee Strike in hand, so I reckon we keep this and we see where we end up. Hopefully we can find some money fairly quick so we can avoid the whole hard-hitting news thing. And is this Sensi? So I think we just try and draw some money first. That's pretty good. San. Okay, that is staying for the moment. So is this more of a fast advance, controlling the message, which you don't see a lot of. But unfortunately they could wipe our Employee Strike really quickly. I was just overly conscious, yeah, there we go. I was overly conscious of ending up with less than 8 credits and having the hard-hitting news, which would really hurt. And an Astro. So we're on the clock already. So instead we have to focus on R&D and HQ. Pad, we can trash that, so I think we do. And let's go R&D again. There's the hard-hitting news. Fantastic, so that is coming out pretty soon then, with us 1 credit short of being able to remove everything. Of course they have to be able to outtrace us first, and instead they're just whipping things along. Okay, come on, medium. So we know hard-hitting news is in here. Let's see what else we can find. Eesh. We'll take it, because otherwise they go to 6. But I'm not happy about it. And we can afford that. Sweeps will finish us off here, because they'll be able to get a hard-hitting news off that we just can't stop. So ice on R&D, probably wraparound or resistor. So let's force them to res it anyway. Wraparound is exactly what we thought it would be. Oops, misclick. Exchange of information. Lovely. So we can get David down. That will give us a couple of runs at this, but obviously prefer to have a medium going as well. That's pretty good. So if we knifed, they start at 4 though. That is the problem. So we still need to keep ourselves out of the radar there. Trace 4. Not how you want to go tag me all of a sudden. So we can get the knifed here. Okay. Oh no. So exchange of information. That will keep us tagged. Now, we are one agenda away from losing. So, it's knifed. R&D at the very least. Just a pop-up. Not in a good spot. So their best course of action is... Okay, just score out. So that was it. That was quick and efficient. Controlling the message. A very different type. Unfortunately, we didn't have the econ going to trash the Sansan and stay free of hard-hitting news. And unfortunately, that just let them spiral out of control. And yeah, as I say, NBN, the first 13 guards. So despite the employee strike, employee strike would have been perfect had this not been Sansan and had they not been able to just windmill stuff out. So unfortunately a very quick game, but there's a talking point here that I'd like your input into. I had a chat with Rotom Appliance after the game, and just kind of chattering about this ID and the game that unfolded very, very quickly. So they said that they would have trashed the Sansan on the Dirty Laundry run. My thought process was that hard-hitting news would have pretty much sealed the deal at that point, and I wouldn't have been able to defend against it. So what's your take on it? Would you have trashed it? Would you have left it off? And maybe go with what your gut instinct was at the time, as opposed to seeing this final board state of 8 points to 1. But thanks for watching, and come on over to Ice Hedge Fund if you want to see more and hopefully longer games.